Welcome back to our third video on construction defects. I'm glad you're joining me, having a lot of fun, and I hope you are too. Our third video is on documenting what's been done. Now, GIS professionals, computer science people, surveyors, we all call this metadata. Metadata is data about data. Now, what the heck does that mean? Well, imagine I took a photo. And the metadata said latitude, longitude. That's where the photo was taken. It says who took the photo, TN. It says the camera make, the camera model, the aperture, the ISO. All that is metadata. Well, same thing for surveys. When I go out and do a survey, I record the instrument type, the data collector type, serial numbers, make, model, calibration date. How about putting in the accuracy and precision of the survey? What about the job location, the people involved in the job? What were the roles of each person? All of this is crucial metadata. I have had so many construction defect projects where the client brought me the data from Surveyor 1, the data from Surveyor 2, the data from the general contractor, the data from earthwork person, and said, analyze it and tell me who's right. Well, it's one thing to get a file of coordinates or elevations or whatever, photos, but it's another thing to get the metadata which says this GPS file was collected by John Smith on January 15th, 2024. John Smith used a Leica GS13 GPS. The horizontal datum was NAT83. The vertical datum was NAVD88. And what I'm telling you guys is that in order to understand whether the data, the GPS, the total station data is correct, we have to collect the metadata to understand the basis for all of this information. How do we do that? Well, we do it in two ways. Number one is analog. There's an orange field book, and surveyors record all of this information in the orange field book. Or I should say, surveyors should record all of this information in the orange field book. A lot of times, the surveyors will not adequately explain what they're doing. And because of that, then we are left with not understanding whether the surveyor's data is valid or invalid. If you want to protect yourself as a professional surveyor, you've got to record the metadata. Now, number two, which is a new technological innovation, is called a data collector. And the data collector is basically a handheld computer that surveyors and other professional engineers use to control the instruments. So if I wanted to use a GPS antenna, I would have a collector in my hand. I would put in the date, the time, the people, the horizontal, vertical datum, the projection. So a lot of this information is also stored in the data collector. And if we combine the information from the data collector with the information from the field book, we have an incredible amount of metadata, which is going to help protect us as surveyors and help document the accuracy and precision of the work. The problem is that a lot of design professionals, a lot of surveyors do not put in this information because they're in a rush, because they're hurried, because they don't know any better. You've got technicians in the field not being properly supervised by the registered surveyor. So, recommendation for this video: metadata collection, and more metadata collection. If you properly format your field notes and data collector as required by the generally accepted rules of surveying, you'll protect yourself, you'll make the job go easier, and you will lower the likelihood of construction defect cases against you exponentially. So, Get your stuff formatted, protect yourself, enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next video coming up soon.